Oh, well, this is highly embarrassing. You've just caught me reading one of my favourite books. So, I wonder if the chat's working. Yeah, so you caught me reading one of my favourite books, which is Loose Ends, the book. Features contributions by Noel Coward, Victor Lewis Smith, Stephen Fry, Ned Sherring, Alan Bennett, Carol Thatcher, Margaret Thatcher's daughter, Emma Freud, who I presume is related to Clement Freud, and Jonathan Ross. Probably best if I don't read it out loud, because it has got some rude bits in it. And the reason it's got some rude bits in it is because it was edited by Victor Lewis Smith and Paul Sparks. And they're not exactly well known for tasteful comedy. Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. In that case, hello, Ciao, Jack, UV, Alberto, and how do I say your name? Olivia? Or I could just call you OT. In that case, I'll call you OT. So, if you had come a bit earlier, Olivier... I said that right. You would have seen me reading this. Don't worry, I'm not trying to plug it or anything. No, it smells like fire. Anyway, I'll put this away. Mind you, while we're on the subject of books, just see if I can... There's my Space Precinct stuff. Stingray Annual from 1967. Very rare, that. But I also got this, Space Precinct Unmasked, a book by Richard James, which goes behind the scenes of Space Precinct and his experiences of working on it. Obviously, I can't show you the inside of the book because Richard James autographed it and it's got me real naming it. So, by the way, you may have noticed I'm wearing a t-shirt of a I don't know how to describe him, really. I guess I could describe him as a blue... Oh. So, how has everyone been since I saw you last? So, I wonder where Mayday 51 is. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that, Chow, because there is another one on the way this Saturday. Well, not this Saturday, because that was yesterday. But the Saturday coming, there'll be another Lavender Castle Screener tape premiere. I should probably put all these things back. My bedroom's going to be cluttered otherwise. Hang on a minute. I'll be right back. Just talk amongst yourselves while I tidy up. Oh, and that's my laptop making that noise, by the way. I'll just and there's Aaron Man. Hello. Trash as always. Oh dear. What happened this time, Olivier? Well, there's 9 people watching now. That's good news. What, of Ghoulies? Yeah, I'm just writing the script for the 4th episode, and then hopefully I can get it made. You pronounce it as... It's much easier to type it out than to actually say it. BeStanders. I'm actually going to do a video at some point showing you what a typical episode of BeStanders is like. Basically, horrific hijinks in the Headless Horseman pub on, frequented by me, Jack Williams, and Oscar Barnett. And we meet all these weird and wonderful customers. Phil Mitchell. Phil Mitchell is, he's one of the characters in EastEnders. Have I seen Pair of Kings before? I have, yes, Alberto. That used to be on Disney XD. Kid versus Cat. I can't say I've heard of that. Hey, that rhymed. Win TV official. That's Corey Hopkins, isn't it? Yeah. For years, I always... Zip it! Anyways, because I had analog TV at the time, and I didn't have like a on-screen guide, I always used to get Pair of Kings and Zeke and Cody mixed up. Because they always used to come on, because Zeke and Cody always used to come on after Pair of Kings. So for years, I always thought it was... I have changed the subject, I'm talking about Pair of Kings. Oh, another thing. Since I saw you last, I have been to an art lecture. Oh, hello, Paul. Thunderbirds Argo used to be on Disney XD UK. Actually, I'm gonna have to side with Joseph Eister on this one, Chow. It did air on Disney XD. Oh, hey Harry Humble. Let me just add you as a moderator, and there we go. That's because it only aired on Disney XD back in 2016 to 2017. EPG. What's that when it's at home, Chow? Uh-oh. Oh, pardon me. Oh, that's much better. Oh, that is a lot better. Ooh. Good job you can't smell it. EPG is a TV guide on either Sky, Virgin or Freeview. Oh, so that's what it is. Speaking of Thunderbirds, I can also tell you how Parker's voice came about. So Jerry Anderson took David Graham, who is the voice actor for Parker, over to this pub in Cookham, which was near the studios, and along came this waiter called Arthur, and he said something like, "Would you like to see the wine list, sir?" And so from then on, Jerry Anderson knew he had the voice idea for Parker. So David Graham to this pub again and again so he could study Arthur's voice and get the voice right. But with adding a few extra H's. So it would be something like, "There's something up ahead, milady. Looks like somebody's had a accident. Should I stop, milady?" I have, yes, Aaron. My friend has got a Sega Mega Drive, I believe it's called over here. Okay, I'll tell him in the chat. It's pronounced with E. There we go. Anyways, as I was saying, I might not have told you this, but on Friday, I went to an art lecture by the one and only Rodney Matthews. It was terrific. Not even terrific. I don't even know how to put it into words. So I listened to his lecture about his career in art and how he's painted album covers for bands like Thin Lizzy, Magnum, Rolling Stones. They named a character in Lavender Castle after Thin Lizzy, and that's short for Led's parrot, Tin Lizzy. She's also called Ting Lizzie because she's made of ting. Oh, no, you're not late at all, Mayday. Hello. Using XD, which shows do I remember? Ooh, you're making me think here. Pair of Kings, double Zeke and Cody, Zeke and Luther, rather, and Phineas and Ferb. Uh-oh, here comes another one. Oh. That'll teach me to have baked beans for lunch. Oh, that's just reminding me. The Giant Donut, the first episode of Oscar Barnett's Toys Family. Yes, I did. Oops. Literal TV burp. Pardon me. Anyways, after I listened to this lecture by Rodney Matthews, I was then given the opportunity to draw in front of him. So I drew the two characters that I thought of for mine and Jack's second series of Lavender Castle, which are Princess Astra and Donald. And you'll never guess what Rodney Matthews did. Well, Rodney Matthews actually went and drew those characters. I've got some pictures of them on my iPad. I'll bring it up if you like. Just talk amongst yourselves while I go and get the iPad. I'm back, everyone. I've got the iPad. Now I just need to... just try and find it, that is. We are. Photos. First off, get past the holiday snapshots from Brighton. Here we go. So, this is the first character Rodney Matthews drew for me, which is Princess Astra. This is her during one of her "you don't mess with me, Aegon" moments. He even added his own little signature at the bottom. Oops. Notification just popped up from ITV Hub. And this is the second character that Rodney Matthews drew for me. One of Dr. Aegon's 1001 unseen slaves, Donald. I call him Donald because his other minion is the Falcon named Trump. And I don't need to tell you what you get when you put Donald and Trump together. Now, despite his fearsome looks, he ain't very bright. He speaks a bit like Kenneth Williams, so something a little bit like this. "Oh, I don't know, Dr. Aegon, sir. It was right there when I tested it, and now it's gone." Again, Rodney added his little signature and the date there. I also took my Lavender Castle DVD, the complete collection, along to the art lecture, and Rodney Matthews was kind enough to sign it for me. Unfortunately, I can't show you the signed DVD because it's got my real name on it. SC24 still does apropos of nothing. Oh yes, the Ask series. I'd completely forgotten about that. That was my I guess that was my first ever exposure to YouTube. My first ever professional experience. Why does it have the Cartoon Network broadcasts rather than the original broadcasts? I guess they were the only masters entertainment rights could access at the time. Well, either entertainment rights or Universal or Now, I also asked Rodney Matthews who owns Lavender Castle now, and he reckons it's the people who own DreamWorks, so that's NBC Universal. The BFG on Cartoon Network. I was not aware of this, but oh, another thing. Speaking of Lavender Castle, Rodney Matthews, so he tells me, has a copy of the synopsis of an unmade Lavender Castle film. Yeah, he's got the synopsis for an unmade Lavender Castle film, which was given to him on a fax machine by Jerry Anderson himself. Now, he's going to try and email it to me. Unfortunately, because it's a fax machine, it's bendable. Fortunately, his wife, Sarah Matthews, is going to work her magic on it and make it readable. Although I don't know if I'll be able to share the script with the synopsis with you. You may have noticed I'm wearing a t-shirt of who I believe is your favourite supersonic hedgehog, Harry. Is the chat still working? Oh, Olivier Tamika has his Stormtrooper plush with him. Let's hope he behaves well tonight. Otherwise, if something goes wrong... You know what I mean. So, in those shelves behind me, that's me clothes. In James Price's favourite game character. Yes, I do. Opinion on Series 5 of Fireman Sam. It's good, in my opinion. I found out from my friend, the one with the huge Noddy archive, that Series 5 of Fireman Sam was originally commissioned by Gullane Entertainment before they were acquired by Hit. So if Series 5 was made under Gullane, we could have had some VHS releases of Fireman Sam. We could have had some VHS releases for... got a bit tongue-tied. We could have had some VHS releases of Fireman Sam with the VCI logo. Have I ever watched S4C? Welsh version of Channel 4. I did once. Here's a weird story. Around the time of the 2010 digital switchover in my area, which I'm not going to reveal, by the way, I retuned my telly, but when I retuned my telly and turned it back on, all I got were Welsh channels. And the funny thing is, when I went on to S4C, I saw an episode of the Welsh version of Bob the Builder. I can't remember what it was, but it definitely had Zoomer in it. Wait, who's the snowmobile? It is Zoomer, isn't it, Jack? Complete series of hurricanes. Never heard of hurricanes, so I wouldn't know. Welsh dub of Bob the Builder was called Bob Wybildar. Oh yes, I should know that. I'm a quarter Welsh. Clang for Pwingles Gogeri Shring Rob Wither Willan Silio Gogogosh. Phew. I said it, but very slowly. No editing required. Yep, Zuma is the snowmobile. I thought so. Am I right in thinking he's coloured purple? Going to Tunisia in October, where they filmed Star Wars, Monty Python's Life of Brian, which is a very good film, by the way, and very, very funny. But not for the easily offended. Dark blue in your watch. Yeah. I think you may be a little bit colourblind, Mayday. Sorry if I offended you. Scooter one-off character of lasted 5 seasons and 65 episodes, which is the amount of which is the number you need in order to get a show successfully syndicated. Well, some people are colourblind, and that is being offensive. I didn't intend to be offensive. Part of Bobot Entertainment's Amazing Adventures syndicated block. Say, Mayday, whatever happened to part 2 of episode 9 of TV Burb? Ooh. The first season aired on there, though. Did I know that Fab Live is coming back tomorrow? Yes, I did. And speaking of Jerry Anderson, I was feeling a little bit bored today, so I took the Thunderbirds episode, Attack the Alligators, and I messed around with it a bit. And I created a 5-minute spoof of it. So I took out the original dialogue and added my own spoof dialogue. Bit like they did with the Flashing Blade on the waterfront. Mine are Danger Falling Sheep and Firefighter of Tomorrow, because they're the only 2 2005 Fireman Sam episodes I have on DVD. Would I ever meet Jerry Anderson? Well, yeah, what Jack said. He died in 2012. On Boxing Day as well. wonder if there's other people besides me who have often wondered what it would be like if Windy Miller lived very much up to his name. Do I have all the episodes from Lavender Castle? Yes, I have all 26 episodes. There was going to be another set of 26 episodes, making 52 in total, and I believe there would have been a direct-to-video movie as well. Unfortunately, Carrington Productions International buggered up and because they'd tabled a contract with Warner Brothers, but Carrington Productions International buggered up and then sold it to Hit Entertainment, who aren't exactly that well known for promoting their shows, unless they're called Bob the Builder, Fireman Sam, or Thomas the Tank Engine. So in short, we didn't get another 26. So in short, we got no merchandising, no second series, and no movie. And when I found out all about this, I made a note on my diary, and it simply says, Bucker. Will I meet Christopher Eccleston? I never really had the time for Netflix. Although you'd think The Castle would have been released by Channel 5 in 1999, but they've only got involved with re-releasing other videos at the time. They did air in... What? What's strange? If there was going anywhere to air a cartoon about Gadget Boy going through time, it had to be the History Channel to air it. Would I say that's strange? Yes, I did. Did I? Or alternatively, me and Jack thought that they would have still released it as the complete collection, but spread the entire series across 3 discs. So you would have had episodes 1 to 18 on disc 1, episodes 19 to 36 on disc 2, and episodes 37 to 52 on disc 3. Yeah, the Magic Roundabout was on Cartoon Network. Although very, very early in the mornings. And it always used to alternate between Nigel Planner's narrations, he of the young ones, and Jimmy Hibbert's narrations. Oh. Oh, hello, Ben Bryan. If you can hear anybody out there, that's me sister. I've also been watching some of Chris Dale's videos, and my favourite one has got to be the episode of Big Rat Bites where Chris Dale tries to figure out why so many episodes of Captain Scarlet take place on July the 10th. And okay. What mainstream British channel you think I should have Toonami shows? There used to be a Toonami channel back in the early 2000s, which aired more of the action shows from Cartoon Network, including Lavender Castle for some reason. Anyways, as I was saying, I've been watching Chris Dale's videos, especially the one where he tries to figure out why so many episodes of Captain Scarlet take place on July the 10th. And the poor bugger ends up getting blind drunk while trying to figure it out.
And you know what? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not at all surprised. Not surprised at all that they keep
hitting the booze again.
If their reality is as fractured as this. Whoa!
The adult version of Toonami. Was that the one that aired the 5th and final series of Samurai Jack? God, it's a bit hot in here. I'll just go and put a fan on. That's better. Yeah. Anyway, am I right in thinking that one of Channel 4's channels airs programs from Adult Swim? I'm thinking Channel 5. Did I get my question about the penguins from Madagascar? That's Skipper, Kowalski, Private, and Rico. thoughts on that? KL Secret Slumber Party Block. I wasn't really paying attention, Harry, sorry. Anyways, there was a... no thanks, I've scrolled up and seen what it was like. What else was I going to... There was a film on today, which was one of the Thunderbirds movies. Thunderbirds are... Oh, God, I'm showing the hairy legs again. I might do something that Harry Humble likes, which I've not done in a while. This is something that Harry Humble likes for some peculiar reason. Yeah, it was Thunderbirds Argo. The one with the 0x. The reboot version of Thunderbirds, that's Thunderbirds Argo. I've not seen it, but I do know it. I think it has the voices of Teresa Gallagher and Emma Tate. Emma Tate also appeared in another Jerry Anderson production, which was New Captain Scarlet. I must admit, when I first saw New Captain Scarlet, I was a bit taken aback by Destiny Angel uttering the word hell on CITV. Is the chat still working? Hello? What? It's stuck! Damn it, I can't. I can't scroll down on the chat. So. I can check who my participants are. What I mean is, I can see who is on this live stream. So, whether it's, oh, that's more like it. I've popped out the chat, so, there we go. If you can still see the chat, say sausages. That was the only word I could think of to test it. Oh, pardon me. I can read your comments. Conclusion. Ansi Fraser thinks E4 or Channel 4 should have Toonami Saturdays to give Britain geeks mainstream anime on TV. That would be great for them, honestly. The only Polish person in this community. I guess you might be, Olivier. Another thing, I might know what might live in this chat. I think I might know what live in this chat up. Wait there. Just stare at me. Just stare at me Dalek poster for a few minutes while I get everything sorted. E4 Toonami, it sounds like a good idea, Fraser. Anyways, as per your request, please find enclosed. I've got to turn on the lights. Anyways, as per your request, please find enclosed. Yes, I do, Jack. Hello, everyone. Henry Hound here. So, I hear that the man upstairs has been to an art lecture by Rodney Matthews. I didn't see the... What? Can you still see me? I can't see me. TCM has for some reason rebranded as TCM Movies. Turner Classic Movies. Well, Fraser, Mayday could do a video showing you what Bright Lunch Live is like a recorded performance of it, a bit like Noddy Live and Fireman Sam and anyways, as I was saying, I haven't watched the new episode of Oscar Barnett's Toys Family, but I believe Oshawott and his friends have. Hello everyone, Oshawott here. Well, it's Peachy Tip's monkey behind me. Ah, so he is. And yes, I have seen the latest episode of Oscar Barnett's Toys Family. I thought it was quite good. Hello. Olivier Tamika has his Stormtrooper plush with him. Let's just hope he behaves well, otherwise it's bye-bye Stormtrooper's head. Well, yes, I've heard about this. I've heard that Josiah Stibb was making a new version of that Thomas Shorts program. Hopefully it'll be good to watch, apart from... Wait a minute, what's the camera looking at me for? Change the subject for OT's sake. Change the subject. Okay. Have I ever heard of ITV Night Screen? Isn't that isn't that ITV's equivalent to CFAX? Hello, everyone. Pages from teletext. Oracle. Oh. Yes, I do remember some Deke shows airing on Pop. In fact, I can remember once when I was little that I was at my friend's house and I ended up watching, and he had satellite TV, and one of the channels was Pop, and what I ended up watching on there was either Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic Sat AM, which is kind of Deke's equivalent to Phantom Cat. Or it might be the other way round. Cosgrove Hall was... Phantom Cat was Cosgrove Hall's answer to Sonic the Hedgehog. Next time Olivier gets angry, we'll destroy all the games consoles, VHS tapes, DVDs, posters, and of course Stormtrooper. Uh-oh. This just goes to show, folks, you do not mess with Olivier Tamika. Really? It's 9 o'clock where I am. Ah, yes, of course. Olivier's in Poland, which is, of course, 1 hour ahead of England. Kicks also aired Pinky and the Brain, but why not Animaniacs for some reason? I've often wondered that. Another thing I've wondered as well. How come CBBC never aired Animaniacs? Because I reckon it would have been good on that channel. And especially a good inclusion on Dick and Dom in the Bungalow. Now I can just about picture Animaniacs on Dick and Dom in the Bungalow. Michael Barrymore's in the chat. I'm a big fan of his, alright? Or should I say, alright? Round my back. My Michael Barrymore impression. I wonder what happened to Michael Barrymore in the end. I haven't heard from him since that pool party. You might have also heard my impression of Kenneth Williams as well when I was showing you one of the Lavender Castle characters Rodney had designed for me. It was of Kenneth Williams. Well, Dr. Agon, sir, I think it might have been, the fuse. He appeared on Good Morning Britain this year. Oh, gotta go now. Bye. Yeah. Oh, hang on. But yeah, I'll just mute it. Can you hear me? Well, in the end, yeah, that was me dad coming in. He probably thinks, he thinks I've probably had a bit too much time doing this live stream, so, guess I'd better end it. Just let everyone say their goodbyes. I know Henry Howe normally does this, but I'm gonna do it. Say goodnight, Oshawott. Good night, Oshawott. They're always getting him with that same dumb joke. But maybe it's not the joke that's dumb. if you get my drift. Well, that's all from me here, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now. How do I shut this thing off? Oh yeah.